Are there people out there that really like Legos? Well, obviously, there are people out there that really like Legos. My bestie loves Legos. And she came down for a little girls' weekend. We went to Cooper's Hawk, got a little wine drunk, and we walked to the Lego store. I got my first Lego. Now, my best friend went in there and lost her mind. But this is my first one. And I don't really be doing stuff like this. And I have 2 kids. We've been a very anti-Lego household. But the kids is gone. I'm going to try to do this Lego. My kids was like, you got a Lego? I'm like, mind business. So, I got my first Lego. I got an elephant because I like elephants, but the trunk is down. So, she told me I can flip it and make your trunks up. They say this isn't hard to do. They told me that this should take me like 15 minutes to do. Let's say 10 plus. It's 176 pieces in here. Let's do it. I cautiously optimistic. That's the word we're gonna use. Got me a little table and some coffee. Let's open it. My God. Okay. That's a lot of pieces, y'all. It did come with a book. We're gonna need that. Get the little bags. Trust the process. Trust the process. Now, these instructions. What does that mean? How do I need more instructions in this. Did I miss a page? How do I know which bag? It's 3 bags. How do I know which bag has these pieces? Are they... Lord, they said this takes 15 minutes. They was lying. I don't want to do this already. Okay, is it the English side and the Spanish side or something? Oh wait, there's a guy. First impression is these instructions are mad vague. I don't know what I expect it to be inside of this box, but it's feeling like I gotta pull my hair up like I'm ready to fight for my life. I looked at these plastic bags, and what I assumed would be like a bunch of plastic bags organized by similar Lego pieces with like a letter outside the bag, and then it says get 1A and put it with 2B to get to step 3. And no, that's not what was in the bag. And then I just thought, I'm just going to open one bag. Maybe it's one bag at a time. But then I couldn't find a piece. And I'm like, oh, maybe I got to open all the bags. And I'm nervous because I feel like my biggest fear is I'm going to lose a piece of the Lego. But I realized all the pieces is mixed up. They're not like sorted in a bag by steps. This little elephant had 60, I think 5 steps. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is like bag 1 step 1 through 20. Absolutely not. All the pieces were mixed up. I didn't see any rhyme or reason to it. Definitely was not what I expected. So as I come to the conclusion that it's not going to be as organized as I thought, I thought to myself, I will start separating similar pieces. And I kind of organized them by colors and by types of Legos. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to jump right in and start doing this. This was like the first little piece I actually got, but I learned about 30 minutes into this process that I did that step wrong. So I ended up having to take it all apart and fix that first step and then go back and do it again. But I did figure it out. Some of these pieces was hard to get together, and I thank God that I don't have nails right now, because if I did, I don't know if this would have been a successful like game for me. But I'm following the instructions, and it got to a point where I'm just like, is there a YouTube channel? Like, is there a YouTube video? Because I was kind of using this moment to unwind a bit, although I was recording myself. I was just letting the camera roll and hoping that, I could make something content with this later. But I'm like, I'm not going to get on YouTube and let YouTube tell me how. I'm going to try to do it the way the Lego people do it. So I kept trying. Eventually, I got it. Some of it was kind of nerve wracking because the pieces don't look exactly like the sketches in my brain. So it was a struggle, but eventually I did start to make some progress with this little Dumbo elephant. It did get to a point where I was like, okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. But I was spending a lot of time searching, looking for the pieces. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I start to organize some of the pieces, like same colors, even though different shapes together, and then kind of move around. Um, I realized I kind of like wasn't putting things on tightly enough, so things were kind of coming off. And I'm doing right now the collar area on the Lego, and also my point of view on the Lego. There's a bunch of, I guess, foundation pieces that I'm just like, do we really need this? Like, in my head, they said this was supposed to be easy. I'm like, why wasn't this just one big block for the body and then everything else attached on there? Because then stuff like this happened, like it exploded when I was trying to squeeze it together, like slow motion. Like, I'm like, no, I'm going to lose the pieces. So then I had to step away for a second because I'm like, why is this difficult? But here is the Dumbo. This is what it's supposed to look like. I feel like this is a nailed it moment, but it did take me over an hour to do this. And the people at the Lego store were like, it will take you 15 minutes. The lies. All right, y'all. So let me know if y'all want to see me struggle through another Lego set. Leave me a comment. Let me know what I should make next. But until next time, y'all. Bye.